Well, hello retro computing enthusiasts, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. And welcome back to another episode of Retro Computing Find of the Week. And this week we've got a twofer for you. Found a 286 computer and found 50, counted 50, brand new, still in the box, still in the shrink wrap, 3.5-inch floppy disks. So that's a find, this is a find. So I'll talk about where I found these, and then we'll see if this thing actually works, because I haven't had a chance to fire it up yet. So I just got back from a month and a half on the road. I spent a couple weeks at our place in Arizona, which is in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing. But I have to go into town a couple of times, of course. So one time I go into town, there's a garage sale. And I stop at the garage sale, okay? And this computer's in the garage sale. There's also an HP printer sitting right next to it. And some young kid was left in charge of the yard sale. Maybe I took slight advantage of him, I don't know. But I asked him, hey, how much do you want for this old computer and this old printer? And he said, $5? Like, I wouldn't even pay $5 for it. He was like, $5? Could you do that? And I'm like, yeah, I can do $5. Okay. So I handed him a $5 and grabbed the computer and the printer and got out of Dodge before Mom and Dad showed up, because they were probably going to ask more for it. So that's how I got this computer. The printer turned out to be absolute junk after I looked inside. The mechanism was broken. It's an inkjet printer, not worth fixing. I just tossed it. But, so I took this, and then just down the street from the garage sale, there was a thrift store, and I can't pass up a thrift store these days. I guess I've reached that age. I got to stop and look. In the thrift store, that's where I found the diskettes. And what did I pay for them? $7. $7 for 50 brand new diskettes. So I thought that was a pretty darn good deal. Brand new, still in the shrink wrap, so these should be good. Now, what do we got here? We got it's a Gateway G6-400 Pentium 2. Microsoft Windows NT 98. So I don't know if it works. I don't even know if it's all complete inside. I just threw it in the truck, and it hadn't been out of the truck again since well, then about a month ago. Just pulled it out, and we'll have to have a look at it. Let me pull the case off, and we'll take a close-up look at it. So there it is. Yep, Pentium 2. Windows 98. It's in remarkably good shape. It's got a few minor stains and scuffs, but nothing serious. I mean, it would clean up really nice and make a nice, clean retro gaming rig for somebody. I like it. So, let's take a look around the back side here. So it looks like we've got a modem card, a network card, and a video card installed, along with all the built-in ports. Focus. So yeah, that's pretty normal setup for a computer of this age. Speaking of age, what's it say up here? 1/6 of 99. So this computer is just over 24 years old as of today. This does not look like a 24-year-old computer. This thing is in excellent shape. This must have been stored in a closet somewhere. Didn't get a lot of dust. I think it was a non-smoking home. It's not yellowed badly. Nice. So let's get the cover off and see what it looks like on the inside. Like we got some fairly easy access going on here. Take these out. Oh, it's very clean on the inside too. It's got a little bit of dust and cobwebs, but certainly it is very complete, very clean compared to a lot of computers of this age I have peeked inside. Some of them are so packed with dust you can't even see any of the parts in there. But this one looks pretty darn good. I'll give you a close-up look at the innards. So here we go. Here's a look at the insides. There's the main board. There's the Pentium 2 processor, slot processor. Let's see, what do we got there? That's the video card. That's the network card. There's the modem card. Yeah, there's a few dust bunnies in here, but it is relatively clean. Let's see. CD-ROM drive, floppy drive. Here is the hard drive. From this angle, I can't see what capacity it is. I'll have to look at it from a different angle, or maybe you can see it on the video. I can't. And let's see, it's got a RAM stick installed, so it's got everything it needs in here. I don't know. We'll see why this thing was retired to the closet. Maybe the hard drive's bad. Maybe something else is wrong with it, or maybe it was just old and they wanted a newer computer. A lot of times I'll find these old computers and they were just retired because they were too old to run some new piece of software. We'll see if that's the case this time. So I think what I'll do is I will find a monitor and a PS2 keyboard. We need a PS2 keyboard. I've got a few of those. And we'll hook it up and we'll see what happens when we put the power to it. Could be smoke, fire, or heck, the thing could boot up. Who knows? Let's find out. Okay, let's get this thing hooked up. I got a monitor out. Let's hook up the VGA cable. And here's one of my PS2 keyboards from my retro computing parts collection. Plug it in. And power cable fell on the floor. Plug this in. And we shall see what we've got here. Oh, and by the way, I had a closer look at the hard drive. It is a 6.4 gigabyte drive. I couldn't really see that from the angle I was looking at it. Maybe it showed up on the video though. So, let's see. Where's the power switch? There we go. Okay. Are we going to start up? Oh, there we go. Now we got a light. Okay. Anything going to happen? Hey, something's happening. Let me zoom in on the screen. Hey, gateway. Look at that. Yeah. Well, let's take the system settings. Let's take a look. Taking its time. Thinking about it. Couple beeps. Okay, so it found the keyboard. Let's see, Pentium 2 processor, 400 megahertz. That would be the G6-400 on the front. Okay. I can't quite read how much RAM it's got. Let's see here. Horizontal position. Pardon me for a minute while I adjust my monitor. Horizontal position. Other way. Okay, so 64 megabytes of system RAM. Okay, so that's what we've got. Alright, so 64 megabytes. Keyboard detected. Fixed disk 0. So it detected the hard drive. It doesn't mean it's going to boot up, but it detected it. CD-ROM detected it. Error, yeah, date and time. I'm sure the date and time battery's dead, but hey, it's a coin cell. It is a CR2032 type. That's pretty common these days, so I can replace that easy enough. Okay. F1 to enter setup. Oh, okay, look at this. We got a Pentium 2 processor, 400 megahertz. Front side bus speed 100 megahertz, cache RAM 512K, system memory 64 megabytes. Alright. Okay. Let's just exit. And let it try to boot up. If it won't boot from the hard drive, I will find a DOS disk and we'll see if we can boot it that way. So we gotta wait through the splash screen again. Goes through all its system detection stuff. Beep, beep. Oh, I never reset the date and time, so it's still complaining about that. But we'll just hit escape to resume and see what happens. Hey, look at this. It's trying to boot up Windows 98 off the hard drive. Windows was not properly shut down. One or more of your disk drives may have errors on it. So it's doing the error test on the drive. We can speed up through this so you don't have to watch it all. Yeah, I remember back in the day, this was always very annoying when it came up. Especially if you had a big drive. So let's see if it finishes booting up. Do 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 do. I can't do the Jeopardy theme worth a darn. I cut and pasted in, but I'd probably get a copyright hit. Let's see. Oh! Windows did not detect a mouse attached. Yeah, I don't have a mouse attached. That's true. I could dig up a PS2 mouse. Or a serial mouse. Let's see. They had McAfee on it. Okay. DOS window? What do we got going on here? Nothing much happening. I don't know. Are we stuck? Okay, I may need to clear that mouse error for it to continue booting. But let me go see if I can find a mouse and I'll restart it. And we'll see what happens then. Okay, I'm rebooting with a mouse attached. So we'll see what happens this time. Be back when it's booted up because it takes a little while. Ah, okay. Well, we didn't get the mouse error. And it looks like it probably loaded the driver for the monitor after the last boot up because the resolution has changed and I didn't change that. Okay, so now we're at the login screen. So there's a password set. Let me just hit enter and see what happens. No, that's not it. Is the mouse working? Yep. Let me try cancel. See what happens when I hit cancel. Hey! Hey, are we booting up? I guess there really is no password set. Okay. So, hey, look at this. We booted up to Windows 98. Ooh, Internet Explorer. Thunderbird. That was an email app. I used that a lot back in the day. Look at this. My Briefcase, Network Neighborhood, Microsoft Works. Wow. Corel WordPerfect 8. Mozilla Thunderbird. Yeah. Cool. That brings back memories, let me tell you. Wow, damn, I'm getting old. But yeah, hey, look at this. It booted right up. Programs. AOL. Yeah. Some of these memories not so great. McAfee virus scan. Yahoo Messenger. What's that? Microsoft Word. All right. Let's have a look at, let's see here. How much space is left on the hard drive? Only 1.64 gig is used. We still got over 4 gig free on this drive. That's cool. That's cool. That's nice. This is a nice system. You know, it's a little slow. It could probably benefit from more memory. But really, this is a nice system. It's working good. So I'm thinking what I could do with this thing is I could, you know, clean it up a little bit, get the dust bunnies out of the case, clean up the outside of the case, maybe with a magic eraser, get the stains and some of the scuffs off, pair it up with a nice PS2 keyboard and mouse. These are just a couple random ones I picked off the top of the pile. I have much better ones. And hey, got a nice retro gaming machine here, circa 1999, with Windows 98 on it. So I think somebody would be able to do some nice gaming on this thing. They would fall in love with it, I think. So what I'm thinking, what I might do is I might just clean this up, put it on eBay and sell it. I mean, why not? I mean, I've got several of these vintage machines already. I don't really need another one. My wife will tell you, I don't need another one. So, yeah, I think I'll clean it up and put it on eBay and sell it to somebody. Or maybe Facebook Marketplace. And sell it. So I think this was a pretty good retro computing find of the week. And don't forget, I also found that same day for an additional $7, 50 brand new, still in the shrink wrap, 3.5-inch diskettes. So that was a really good day. That was a really good day. $5 for the computer, $7 for the diskettes. So that's what, $12 altogether I've gotten this set up. And yeah, and it works. No smoke. It works. It booted up. I might wipe the hard drive and reinstall Windows 98, give it a nice clean install of Windows 98 before I sell it. Get all the previous owner's stuff off of it. And hey, we're good to go then. I'll put a link to my eBay in the description of this video. So if you're interested, this might be on there. You can see the other stuff I'm selling. Check it out. And wow, I think this was a pretty good retro computing find of the week. So stay tuned. Next week there'll be another one. Who knows what I'll find by next week. So subscribe to see those future videos. And check out my main channel, Omega Geek 64, where I take stuff that doesn't work and I break it down to get the gold and silver out of it. I go through a lot of old computers that are broken or nobody wants and get the gold and silver out of it. So check that channel out. I also do lapidary and other stuff over there. And I'll see you in the future videos. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Bye.